guys! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Kaylee. In today's video, I'll be trying out some new products. So I have a few things that I picked up at the drugstore, and then I have some products I picked up at Sephora and received in Sephora gratis as well. So I have lots of fun things to play around with today, so let's jump straight into it. The first product I'll talk about is this new sunscreen from Sephora collection. This is an SPF 30 mineral sunscreen. This is their new one. I picked this up recently and I have tried it a few times. I'm trying to play around with this a little more to see how it looks under makeup, but I have already gone ahead and put this on my face. I like to put my sunscreen on my face and let it sit for like 10 to 15 minutes before going in with my makeup. So I have already put this one on, but yeah, I've used it a few times. So far so good. I do just want to give this one a fair chance because I like that it's a mineral sunscreen. I believe this is also said to protect from UVB and UVA rays as well. So I do really want to give this one a fair chance. So I'm going to keep using this one and playing around with it and seeing if I can get it to work under makeup. So first I am gonna go in with a primer today. I don't usually use a primer, but I did receive this in gratis, so I thought I may as well give it a try. This one is from Milk. It's their Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. The foundation I am trying today is the new Charlotte Tilbury foundation stick. I'm excited to try this out. I'm not sure how this one's gonna go on my skin. I'm also not sure if using a mattifying product with a glowy product is gonna be kind of like contradictory. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna test it out anyway. I'm gonna mostly focus on the areas that I have like texture and pores, which is typically on my cheeks and my chin, like basically my T-zone. Like that's almost my whole face. Basically the whole like center of my face. You know what? We'll just put it everywhere. We'll just use it everywhere for today and see how that goes. It's nice because it doesn't feel like too like drying. You know how sometimes when you put mattifying primers on, they kind of just like really like dry down to the skin. This still has, it feels like it still has like a little bit of tack to it. Then we may as well go straight in with foundation. So like I said, this is the new foundation stick from Charlotte Tilbury. I picked it up in the shade 8. I'm not sure why I did. I think because I did receive this one in gratis, I think when I was choosing, I was kind of choosing based on what I might want to include in my kit. Then I realized I'm probably not going to use a stick foundation in my kit anyways, but we're just going to give it a try. I did fake tan, so that I'm hoping it won't look as crazy, but I still feel like it looks a little bit darker, but I'll kind of lighten it with my concealer and see how that goes. But yeah, I definitely think I went a little too dark. So I'm just gonna go straight in. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more orange than, that is literally so glowy. I've seen other people trying this foundation and like, it just looks so glowy. I do have pretty textured skin as well, and my skin is kind of breaking out. So I don't know how this is gonna look on my skin, but we'll just try it. That's what these videos are for. It's literally so orange. I went way too dark. Just gonna blend that out. I'm gonna use a brush for this because I feel like a brush would work better than going in with a sponge. This is meant to be a sheer coverage foundation. So this would probably be not something I would use every day because I usually like a more medium to full coverage foundation, but I have seen other people trying this and like building up the coverage with like a concealer, and I feel like that looks really nice. But yeah, I definitely have a lot on my skin that I want to cover. At the moment my skin is breaking out on my forehead. I think it might be a product that I'm using. I think my skin is like purging right now, so there's a lot that I want to cover at the moment. So definitely I'm gonna go in with a concealer. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this on my forehead. Definitely still looks a little darker. Not as bad as it would look if I wasn't fake tanned. But overall, I think for like a sheer glowy foundation, that doesn't look too bad. It almost just looks like a skin tint. But yeah, definitely sheer coverage. Pretty easy to blend as well. I did find that using a stiffer brush like this blends it better rather than like my fluffier one here. Then I'm gonna go in with my bronzer stick. So I have from LYS Beauty their No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick. I have tried this once before. I've heard really good things about this, so I wanted to give it a go, and I feel like I've heard really good things about the brand in general. So I want to try a few more of their products, but this was the first one that I did pick up. I did try it once. It does blend really nicely, feels really creamy, but I did learn very fast that you do not need a lot of this product. Like, it is very pigmented, very creamy, and yeah, I definitely, the first time I used it, I went in with way too much. So I'm gonna start off with a little less, and then we could always add more if we feel like we need more. And then blending it out with another flat brush. Yeah, like I barely put any there, and you can see how pigmented that is. So really don't need a lot. But it's so creamy, like I feel like it is really easy to blend. I've had some like bronzer sticks before that I feel like they just like stick to my skin and like are really hard to blend out. But this one, I feel like blends out really easily. And I like that you don't need a lot, because obviously the less product, the better. Oh, and the shade I got, I didn't say. The shade I got is called Courage. This was the shade that I felt like was just the one that I thought I would like the most, because I think the lighter ones were more either too cool or too warm. I can't remember, but this one was like, I think it's one of their medium shades, like one of the middle shades. Definitely a little darker than what my like natural skin would be, but I liked the undertone of this one the best. I'm looking a little orange right now, that's okay. I'm gonna lighten everything with my concealer. Now we'll do some concealer. So I have, this one's from the drugstore from e.l.f., their 16-hour camo concealer. I have tried this before, and I do not remember what I thought of it at all. I had it in the lighter shade. This one is Fair Warm. I tried it in that shade. I literally don't remember what I thought of it. So I figured I would try it out again. I picked it up in a darker shade just because, again, I did fake tan. That one's gonna be way too light. I feel like the shades are like really light. So I figured that one would definitely be too light. So I picked it up in medium beige. I will say I find the shade range a little strange for this product. I don't know if it was just the store that I was in, but they did not have a lot in terms of like darker shades. I think this might have been the darkest one that they had there, which is strange. Maybe they were just low on stock of their darker shades, but this was the darkest one they had, and I feel like the closest one that will work with my fake tan. I think this will be good for what I have right now to help lighten it a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm excited to be trying a new concealer because I really have not found a concealer in a long time that I've liked. I use the Tarte Shape Tape, and I've not had any luck finding a concealer that performs as well as that product. So I'm gonna try this again. I don't know, maybe we'll have a winner here. I'm just gonna go on the nose, center. I am gonna put quite a lot on my forehead because, like I said, I'm breaking out right now. And then we can see like how the coverage is as well. Just on all my spots. Yeah, so I started using a retinol, and I did research that you can break out for the first, I think it was 2 to 6 weeks, because it's basically your skin purging, but then it's supposed to help with breakouts like after you've been using it for a long term. So I'm really hoping, I hope it doesn't get any worse than what it looks right now, because it's pretty bad, but I have to try and stick it out and see if the results are gonna be worth it. We will see. I think because that one is a little bit darker, I'm gonna put like the tiniest bit of this light one just to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, for that, I'm gonna blend it out with my Real Technique sponge. I don't have a concealer brush. I really need to pick one up. I wanna start trying to use brushes more. Just feel like they're easier to clean. And I feel like that is just more hygienic than using the sponge. Okay, that concealer is very easy to blend. I feel like it added some nice coverage, especially on like my spots. The real test will be how it is under the eye. If it creases, Again, I'm like always comparing everything to my Tarte Shape Tape. So if I find a concealer that creases more than that, then I always will just go back to my Tarte Shape Tape. So see how it is under the eyes. But I think that definitely helped to lighten my complexion a little bit, so that's good. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit more again on my spots. And I think those products blend nicely together. Like this works really well with the foundation. And like I don't feel like it took away from the glow, because I did get the matte concealer as well. They have a hydrating one and a matte one. I got the matte one because I've said before, like I don't find hydrating concealers to work for my under eyes. I find them to crease more. So I thought the matte would work better and just last longer as well. But I really like how those products blend together. So far I like what my complexion is looking like, honestly. So I think I'm gonna skip liquid blush today and then use a powder blush at the end, because I also wanna see what's gonna match with my eye look as well. So we're gonna leave liquid blush for today. So I guess that means we're gonna go ahead and set the face. So I have from Maybelline their Fit Me Loose finishing powder. Obviously this product came out a really long time ago. I was living in Shanghai when it did come out and I could not find it anywhere in Shanghai. So I never got to try it. I've always used their compact, their press powder. Never got to try this one. And then I guess when I moved to Canada, I just forgot about it. And then it recently popped up on my YouTube and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this one a try because I haven't got to yet. So I love all of the Maybelline Fit Me line. So I feel like I will like this, but I got it in the shade Light, number 15. So I'm excited to try a different finishing powder. Hope this is talc free. Yeah, it doesn't have talc in the ingredients, so it should be fine. Oh wait, it does. That's disappointing. Okay, well, I'm gonna give it a try anyways, and it probably just won't be a product that I reach for too often, but we'll give it a try. I guess I should have read the ingredients before I bought it, but that's my bad. Looks a little dark. Definitely be a powder I use when I'm fake tanned. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure everything is blended and there's no creasing yet or anything like that. And then I think to set, I'm gonna use my Real Technique sponge. I can't believe this has talc. That's really disappointing. I guess I didn't check because I just assumed that it wouldn't, because I feel like powders that come out, I don't know, the last like at least 5 years are all talc free, but I guess not. Who knows, maybe they'll come out with a talc free version. That would be good. I do like how it looks on the skin though. I feel like it definitely smoothed the skin a lot. Yeah, I really like how that looks. Damn it, why does it have to have talc in it? I feel like I knew I would like this powder, but that's, yeah, really disappointing. But anyway, moving on to the eyes. I have from Kofi their Bronze Brocade Zari Eyes eyeshadow. I got this in gratis. Never tried anything from Kofi, but I figured why not try a cream eyeshadow. I've actually not used a cream eyeshadow on myself before, but I'm wondering how the best way to apply this would be. I think first I'm gonna go in with a little brush of just my bronzer on my eyelids, like just in the crease. So I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty powder bronzer, just to put something like in the crease. Then I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush and press this one like on the eyelid. Might work better with the finger. Oh no, it works pretty good with this brush. And I'm just patting it everywhere. Not doing a fancy eye look today, just, not that I ever do a fancy eye look, but I'm just gonna press that. I like this has little glitter flakes in it, which is, I think looks really pretty. I like that. It's this like bronzy, coppery sort of shade. Maybe I'll use this one more often. I've just kind of had it sitting in my drawer gratis and kept forgetting about it every time I filmed a like a products video. I just forgot that this was there. Might go ahead and put a little bit of that under the eyes. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and, as usual, do my brows off camera using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Okay, the brows are done. So next I'm gonna finish off my complexion. So I'm just going in with my Fenty Beauty powder bronzer in the shade Cocoa Naughty. I didn't pick up a new powder bronzer, so we're just gonna go in with this one. I did pick up a new highlight though, which I'm excited to use because I haven't bought a new highlight in a while. So I'm excited for that. This part of my face never wants to take makeup for some reason. Okay, then for blush, I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with my peach blush from Gucci. This is Bright Coral, it's number 4. Oh, that was too much. These aren't too pigmented though. I feel like these are really good for like a light wash of color. I have used this a few times, so it's not super new, but it is newer like in my collection. But I really, really like it. It's such a pretty shade. I did include this one in my summer blush guide video, so if you haven't watched that, go check that out. Then next I have my new highlight here. So this is from Revlon. It's called Skin Lights. It said it was advertised as glow without the glitter, so I'm excited to use this because I love just a nice sheen, natural looking glow. Like I love the new Fenty Beauty highlights. I feel like they're like the perfect highlight because they're not shimmery or glittery, but they're just like the most beautiful, not really natural, but like still kind of natural glow, if that makes sense. I am excited to try a new highlight because it's been quite a while since I've actually picked one up. I don't know why I can't open this. Okay, there it is. So it's almost like a, kind of like a golden champagne color. So I feel like this is probably gonna be more for when I am fake tan. I'm gonna swatch it though. Let's do a little swatch here, see how she looks. Yeah, definitely more of that golden color. It's pretty though, if you guys can see that, but it looks pretty. Okay, let's try it. Might be too golden for me, but we'll try. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Definitely for when I'm fake tan. Probably too warm for my natural skin, but I do really like that. Has really nice pigment as well. I only really use like one like tap in the product. Also gonna use this under the eyebrows, inner corners as well. If you're just wearing that Charlotte Tilbury foundation by itself, you probably wouldn't need to add any more highlight, but I feel like I did kind of mattify it a little bit by going in with my powder and that concealer, so I think it's nice to kind of add that glow back in. Okay, next I'm just gonna set the face quickly. Nothing special here, I just have the Urban Decay All Nighter. Next I'm gonna go in with a new mascara. This one is from Milk. It's their Kush High Roll Mascara. This is their new one, so I am excited to try this. This is supposed to be a tubing mascara. I feel like I've actually not tried a tubing mascara before. I just think it never really like interested me, but I'm excited to give this a try. I'll show you guys what the brush looks like. I feel like the brush isn't my favorite style of brush, but I do like that not too much product kind of picks up on the brush. I feel like that should make it easier to use. So I'm first gonna comb my lashes. Okay, then for our mascara. Oh wow, just from like a few strokes, I feel like that really already lengthened my eyelashes. Yeah, I like how much that like kind of separates and lengthens the lashes. And the brush is surprisingly easy to use, actually. Because it's not like too chunky, it's like kind of thin. Wow, yeah, I really like that. I love how that makes my lashes look. This is also supposed to be, I believe it's water resistant, not waterproof, but water resistant. So from what I've been told, if you jump in a pool of water, then no, it's not gonna stay. It will definitely smudge, but apparently it's good with sweat. If you wanna like work out in it or something like that, or if you like get sprayed with water, it's meant to be able to hold up with that. So we'll see how it goes today. I'll see how it wears. See if there's any smudging or anything like that. So far, I really, really like it. I love how it makes my lashes look. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. We'll see how it holds up throughout the day. Next for the lips, so I don't have a new lip liner. I do have a new like lip product, but first I'm just gonna go in with my lip liner. I have the I figured I would use the Charlotte Tilbury. Wow. I figured I would use the Charlotte Tilbury liner since I have a Charlotte Tilbury lip product here. This is Pillow Talk, I believe, my lip liner. yeah, Pillow Talk. So I'm just gonna go in with that first and fill in the whole lips. I haven't used this lip liner in ages. I actually always forget that I have it. Honestly, it's not like my favorite shade for a lip liner. It's a little more pink than I usually would like a nude natural liner, but I still think it's pretty. Okay, so I filled in and lined my lips. So I'm gonna go in with the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm. This isn't super new. I've actually had this like sitting here for a while, but I've honestly been scared to use it because I've heard people say that it hurts the lips. So I've been putting off using it, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just give it a shot and see how it feels. So obviously it's meant to be a plumping lip product. I think it's a lip gloss. I think it's like a super pigmented lip gloss, but yeah, let's see how it looks and feels. That's like instant. I can feel the plump instantly. It has that like same minty feel that my other, like my Patrick Ta one has, but just a little more extreme. But I feel like it's getting stronger as I'm sitting here with it on. My thing is with plumping lip glosses, I'm like, do they actually do anything? Because the ones I've used, I don't feel like it makes a difference with the look of my lips. So I'm like, is it just like the feeling that they're being plumped? I don't know. I never really feel like it makes a difference to the like plumpiness of my lips, but I don't know, that's not too bad. It's definitely a stronger feeling than ones that I'm used to, but not like unbearable. I feel like I could definitely get used to this, and if it makes my lips look nice, then definitely worth wearing. I also feel like that paired really nicely with the Pillow Talk lip liner, so that might be a new combination. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. So that's all the products I wanted to try out today. Here's the finished look. I actually really like, honestly, like most of the products I used today. I actually liked the foundation more than I thought I would. It definitely is very, very glowy, but I feel like it's gonna be perfect for days where I just want something on my face without there being too much or without doing a full makeup look. So I feel like that'll be perfect for that. And once my skin, my like breakouts have maybe gone down a little bit, I feel like I'll like it even more. But yeah, I like that more than I thought I would. Obviously the shade's a little bit darker, but that'll just be for my fake tan days. So far, I really like the concealer as well. I feel like it has really good coverage. It hasn't creased yet any more than what my Tarte Shape Tape would. So that's a good sign so far. But again, we'll see how it wears throughout the day, see if there's any creasing as the day goes on. I love the powder. I'm really, really disappointed that the powder has talc in it because I really like how that made my skin look. It smoothed and blurred the skin. I just feel like it really set everything down really nicely, and especially like under the eyes, I feel like it brightens a little bit and just made everything look smoother. So I'm really disappointed that it has talc in it, but who knows, hopefully they'll come out with a talc-free version and it'll be just as good. I like the highlight. I feel like it's a really pretty natural highlight. The mascara, I love how that made my eyelashes look. Again, we'll see how it wears throughout the day, see if there's any transferring or smudging or anything like that. The Kofi eyeshadow, I love. The primer so far is doing good as well. Maybe that also made a difference with everything looking smoother and blurred. I feel like these products really layered really nicely together, and I'm really happy with how the look turned out. So let me know if you guys have tried any of these products and what you think of them. But as always, thank you so much for being here and watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!